Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. So in this video we will be creating a simple landing screen in JetPack Compose. So go ahead and download the JetPack Compose if you have not downloaded it yet. So go to this setup link and you will be provided with this link of Get Android Studio Arctic Fox. Go ahead and download it. I am not going to do that because I have already updated my studio. So once you update it or download your studio, just open your studio and open a new project and select the empty compose activity. Click next and give whatever name you want to call it. I am going to call it landing screen. So LandingScreen app, and language is Kotlin by default. It's not available in Java yet. And yeah, hit the minimum SDK to 5.0 at least and click the finish, and then I will wait for it to project get started, and then I will come back later. Okay, so the project has been created, and let's see if it running without any problem in the beginning. So I am going to the emulator, and yeah, my emulator is already ready, so I will just hit the play button to see if everything is running fine. So you can see that the basic setup is correct and everything is running fine, as we can see the hello Android message from the boilerplate code. So I am going to stop the emulator and then we will start building our app. So first thing I'm going to do is to create a home package where we will store our landing screen function or file. So let's create a package. I will call it home, and here I will create a Kotlin file. So Kotlin and file, not class. So I'm going to call it landing screen. So the first thing I am going to do is to create a constant for wait time. So how long the screen will be displayed when the first time you open the app. So private const const val, and I'm gonna call it ls wait time, and it's going to be of type long for 2 seconds, so 200. So 200 it's in milliseconds, so it will be equal to 2 seconds, and there is a typo mistake. Now we need to create the function, the landing screen function. So I am going to declare it as add composable. So add composable, and my system is too slow, it could not keep up. Function landing screen, and in the parameters we need some modifier. So modifier and a method for calling out timeout. So let's create a method for on timeout, which is going to be of type unit. Then I am going to put the image inside a box. So we need a box, and let's give it a modifier dot fill max size, so it will take up the entire screen. And we also need to pass uh, the alignment. So content alignment, where did it go? I'm going to I'm going to type it very slowly to see, and it is not appearing. So let's type it anyway. Equal to alignment dot center, and so it's showing me red. Why it's showing me red? So it is start with a small c, that's why it is showing in red. So all I need to do is to type in small c, and I will get the content alignment. And then when we need to set it center. Now we need to define a value for current timeout. So we need to define value current and my IDE is so slow. I think it got hanged. Yeah, it hanged. So I will come back in a moment. Yeah, current time out by remember update state. So the remember update state, it's remember a mutable state of, and update its value to a new value on each recomposition of the remember update state call. So I'm going to just pass it the method on timeout here again. Okay, so to understand more about the recomposition, you can go to a link which I have put inside the description, so you can understand it more, what is it and what it do actually. After this we need to call a launch effect function. So launched effect, and we need to pass a key. So we are going to pass true, not try. So the launch effect, it launch the block into the composition's coroutine context, and the coroutine will be cancelled when the launch effect leaves the composition. Also, it must be called with at least one key parameter, which I have already provided as a true here. So if you want to more about learn to more about launch effect, then there is also a link for launch effect, so you can understand it better. Again, these are more advanced features function in Jetpack Compose. So it might take a while you to understand it completely, but for now we will just do it. So in this launch effect we will call delay coroutine, and we will pass the our ls wait time constant. So ls wait time, then we need to call out our current timeout function. So we will do it just this, and then we just need to provide the image that we want to use it as a splash screen. So for that I've just picked a random image from internet, from Google, so which is what I'm going to use it. So yeah, let me put inside my project. So I had an image from somewhere, so I am going to put inside my project directory. So pick it up and I'm gonna drag into my drawable folder, and yeah, just put it there. And here, after the launch effect, we need to put our image. So we will do just that, image, and yeah, painter, not painter, we need a painter resource, and id is going to be r dot drawable dot space, and okay. So the when I need to import the resource, now I will be able to find the space image. And for content description you can provide null. So that's it for the landing screen. Now we need to call this function inside our main activity. So let's just do that. So go to the main activity, and yeah, we can leave it there, the boilerplate code. Also this one we might use it later. And yeah, we need to get rid of this preview function. We don't need the preview function. And here I am going to create another composable function. So add composable private main screen, not main screen, private function main screen, and we can use a surface here. So surface, why it's implementing all of this stuff. So surface is just a material design component where we can pass different kind of properties to our background. So I am going to pass it color, and going to pass I'm going to pass just black color, and again having some so color dot black. And now I need to create a variable to store the landing screen boolean. So I will call it show landing screen, because we only want to show it once and not every time within the app. So we are going to use the remember function, and yeah, it need mutable state of, so mutable state of, and we're gonna pass it true. And it's showing me some error, so need to see what happens. The remember function is kind of one of the most basic things in Jetpack Compose. So almost in any project you will find a more than one remember function, because yeah, it is very basic, and you cannot do actually anything without the remember function. So let's try this one actually. We don't need the parenthesis. Mutable state of, so it was showing an error, and I just needed to import the function, nothing else. So I forgot to import the runtime, and that's it. It will not give me any error. And after that we need an if else statement. So in the beginning the landing screen is set to true. So if it's true, so I will call it if show landing screen, then I will show the landing screen. So landing screen, and it need the parameter that we created in the landing screen, this method on timeout. So we need to pass it. So on timeout, and here we are gonna set it the variable so landing screen to false, and I guess we will be done. Where did this came from? We don't need this one. Yeah, false. Else, so it won't show again within the app again. I mean, if you close it and open again, then it will again show, otherwise it won't show again, because the landing screen we only need it one time. And after that we can set it to somewhere else. So let's call it home. So after showing the landing screen, it will go to home function or home screen, which we have not created, so that's why it's giving us an error. So let's quickly create another function for home. So home, and here we are just going to pass a very simple function which we already have in our main activity, just for demonstration. So we will take this function greeting and put it here, and we need to unquote it. Function home, and here we can pass this greeting Android, and for text is showing mirror because I think I have not imported it, so we need to import it. Text, yeah, the first one, and again it's showing me some error. Let's get rid of this code, and we need to import our home function here. So let's quickly do that. Import, yeah, and the final piece here, we need to call this main screen in our on create. So we will just do that, and our landing screen is ready. So let's see if it's working it's working as we expect. So I will come back later when the build is ready. And the build is ready and it's about to install. So we will see. Yeah, so it stayed there for 2 minutes, and it's showing black because I have choose the black color, which I think was not the right decision. So I will just change the color to white. Let's see if we are moving to home screen after the landing screen. So there you go, we just moved to our home screen after 2 seconds, or maybe it was little bit less than 2 seconds. No, it must be 2 seconds. So that's it, guys. So I hope you enjoyed the video about Jetpack Compose. This yeah, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye and take care.